Welcome, everybody. This is Ken Boliner, the founder of the Prosperity Network, here to talk about something we're very, very excited about, guys. We have developed so many initiatives with the idea of helping everyone succeed. The little guy, people that have had little experience or little success in building a home-based business. And we've developed a lot of systems that we've talked about recently are the Prosperity Accelerator Prosperity Systems, backwater advertising, driving for prosperity. So that is to drive contacts into a funnel and to bring them into the various opportunities that we have. And we've invested a lot of money and resources and time putting all that together. But something came across our plate that really grabbed our attention. Don and Lance and Terry and West and I, might be forgetting somebody, but our core team got together with the owner of a company, an owner that we've known, and he's developed the absolute most phenomenal compensation plan that will be able to facilitate what we've proven has worked in the marketplace and accelerate it 10 times. And so what this is going to do is why people are working on bringing in the leads that they can through the various means that they can to grow the different businesses. Guys, this here, if we run with it, we'll get a financial floor underneath everybody very quickly. And so we're running a campaign for the next week, very strong, mostly focused on this. And hopefully by the time we're done, you're going to see why. Because this is something that's going to explode your organization. And if you really focus on the steps that we're going to talk about, then I believe you can bring more people, not just wait for the systems to bring people in for you, which obviously they can. But through whatever means that you reach out to other people, this what we're going to share with you creates a vortex of excitement. We talked about vortex before the call, but this is a really good vortex of excitement, which will bring people into the business in a way that you rarely see. And it's already, the genie's out of the bottle a little bit already. This is the official call that we're going to announce the name of a company we're going to talk about. We'll probably announce the name of the company, a third of the way through the call, because really it's the obviously you have to have good products. My mentors, Eric Horry, Jeff Olson, and others have taught me you have to have a good product, otherwise it's a money game. And if that product does not stand alone in the marketplace at the price offered, the people are willing to pay for that, then really it's not sustainable. And I want to assure you up front, guys, these products are phenomenal that we're going to talk about. And they're proven products, $500 million a year type products, and we're going to talk about that as well. But we want to focus on the machine that we know has worked, tied in with the compensation plan that's I've been saying it's built for speed. Tyson and Lance and I and Terry were on a call with the owner yesterday, who's right in our marketplace, and we have a great connection with. But anyway, we're just blown away by the compensation plan that's been put together that's just absolutely built for what we're doing. So let me just kind of start this way. Sometimes in life you need to do ready, aim, fire, and that's the best method. I've also found in 30 years of business that sometimes you're better off doing ready, fire, aim. And guys, this is one of those times where ready, fire, aim is more profitable for you than what I've been told is, at times there's some people that are studying the roots and other people are picking the fruits. If you focus on what we're going to talk about here, we were talking yesterday with some awesome leaders that really started to get what we're talking about here. And I mentioned in the next 24 hours, you can enroll more people within the next 24, 48 hours than you probably have in last week or the last month. And because this creates such an excitement, guys. So I'm going to invite you right off, if you haven't already done so, go to tpnrhino.com, and you can fill out this form. It's free. This company that you can enroll in with us is free. And the bottom line, guys, is we're building, within the Prosperity Network, we're building 2 power legs, one under Don, one under Lance. And we have some amazing leaders that are driving traffic in this power leg. Right now, as we speak, we're driving traffic in this power leg. So if you were to register here, take a free spot, you would be put in the next slot available. And by the time this call is over, you can actually have a downline built for you. That's pretty exciting, guys. And so if you haven't already done so, even during this call, I recommend you go to tpnrhino.com and fill out the form. You know, one of my mentors, Paul J. Meyer, is a billionaire, and one of his sayings is, if I have everything to gain and nothing to lose by trying, I will by all means try. So when you have something, everything to gain and nothing to lose by registering for free, you know, why wouldn't you do it? And I advise these other leaders too that, you know, go to your closest people, the people that are closest to you, that know, that know you, like you, trust you, and do a little bit of a ready, fire, aim with that. Just say, listen, Diane, something pretty amazing. I want to make sure that you come with me. I'd like you to plug into this. And oh, somebody's saying hi. Okay. Anyway, so, you know, go to those closest to you. Just say, hey, there's something pretty special. I think you got to take a look at it, but also get registered. Now, I want to be clear too, for those of you that have been with us, we say a top spot. We still honor the relationships. Obviously, whoever enrolled you is still going to be above you in this power leg. This isn't a greed play. This is about absolute teamwork. But the same thing is, as we bring the top leaders in, we're collating their downline in the one or two power legs, one under Don, one under Lance. We're collating those downlines, and even though you're underneath, we're going to make sure you're underneath the person that referred you. The difference between taking action right away or not could be 50 or 100 people. That's the difference if you waited to get registered. So we're not saying, you know, take a top spot and disregard the relationship. I wanted to be very clear with that, guys. The relationships here is key. Okay, so let me get rid of this here for now. And so let me dive into, I want to give just a little bit of a case history, and if Kyle's on the line at some point, Don, I'd like them to share their experience with you on what we've done since this example I'm going to show you. And in this case, I want to show you proof that it works. Okay, what we're going to show works, and it's from my own history. So I'm going to talk about what we did. Now, after 18 years of traditional business, I was able to go full time in network marketing in the year 1999, and I enrolled with a company called Prepaid Legal, and it was a New York Stock Exchange company. And utilizing this method, we went to nearly to the very top of the company in a very, very quick period of time. And it's not just that, but it's the amount of leaders we were able to produce in a very, very short period of time. This evidence here, these trophies, and those that know me are in my office. When we do webinars, I have those behind me. But we have a slide here. So let me give you the prototype of what's here. And guys, imagine this, and then times it by 10 at least, and you'll be blown away. But by sharing this example, it will allow me to share some principles with you that will help you be very, very successful and avoid, you know, making sure you're thinking team first, yourself second. That's the key, guys. Is unselfishness and teamwork is the key to this. So the prototype of this was, and by the way, it's founded on principles I learned from a guy that's a teacher in network marketing. He wrote a series of books called Big Al books. He wrote a system called the $93,000 recruiting system. And I learned those principles and applied them in prepaid legal, and it worked. So we skyrocketed to the top. Nobody was doing that way. Many people in prepaid legal, now known as Legal Shield, are doing it this way. But nobody up to that point had done it. But in that company, back then it was a lot harder to become executive director. The average person that got there, it took them about 1.5 years to get there. So what I'm going to share with you here, just a little bit of evidence here, is in not 1.5 years, but in 14 months, we were, instead of one person in 1.5 years, we were able to get 8 of us to executive director level in 14 months. And it was so successful, people were flying into Utah. I was happy to share our philosophies and strategies with people. We got people flying for events we did and trainings in Utah to find out how in the world did this happen. And also the name Rhino came from this experience, what I'm going to share with you here. And so anyway, what the principle was, everybody, let me go to a different slide here. Okay, so everybody in an organization, there's very few compensation, or most compensation plans, to go to the top you need 2 legs, maybe 3 legs, sometimes more, to advance through the compensation and make more money. Now, by the way, the other reason why we're so excited, this is the first one, the one we're going to talk about, where we can build 1 leg and you can get car qualified and make $500 a month with 1 leg. Excuse me, I need to power up my laptop here. But guys, this is phenomenal. We've never seen that, where we can drive 1 leg and you could be making $500 a month, $1,000 a month with 1 leg. And I'd never seen that before. So that's why I say what I'm going to share, the history, times it by 10, maybe 100. It's that much better. But the philosophy that we did back then is what we said in prepaid legal, you had to have 3 teams to go through, advance through the compensation plan. But instead of going 1, 2, 3, what we did is had a teamwork approach where we did 1, 2, 3, and we built these power legs, so your upline would be putting people in between. So by the time you brought 3 people, you would end up with 20 people. By the way, guys, I'd say with what we're doing right now, by the time you bring 4 people, you'll probably end up with 100 to 300 people. So that's why I say times by 10. But it works really, really well, because when people are joining and they see that you're willing, servant leadership, you're willing to give to them first without demanding or asking or telling them, you know, you go serve me, it excites people. And it works very, very well. Well, what we would do, basically we drive 1 leg. Here's one of my sayings. I like building my organization like putting my pants on, 1 leg at a time. So that's what we do here, guys, 1 leg at a time. And by the way, with this company, you build this first one with your upline, and you never have to build another one if you don't want to. But if you want to make the big money, eventually you have to build another team. But if you follow this and you follow the principles and you build that the second team with our marketing systems and everything you learn while we're building the first one, you can make $20,000 a week. If you have these legs grow and go what I call to be perpetual legs, they keep growing and growing and growing and growing, you'll go to the top of the compensation plan of their binary structure, and you can make $20,000 a week with just with the binary structure. But what's so unique about this, guys, is if you never build a second leg, you can make $500 a month, $1,000 a month with 1 leg. Now, with our multiple income streams, guys, that's reason enough right there. What if you can get all of your team that up to 500 or 1,000 a month with 1 leg? What would that do for everything else we're doing? It would do tremendous things. So the way that this was going, so what we would do is we build 1 leg, then we build a second leg the same way until you go at least 20 deep, and then you build a third leg until you go 20 deep. So using that, my wife and I were able to go executive director instead of 1.5 years. We did it in 60 days. The next and I'll change slides here for the proof of what we're talking about. So we went executive director in 60 days from the convention in June. We worked July and August, and in September we were executive directors. The next convention we were silver executive directors in February in Tulsa, And the next convention in Las Vegas, we were gold executive directors with our executive directors creating executive directors. And guys, it was just going, we were popping leaders like popcorn. It was so exciting, guys. And so this absolutely works. So what we did is we go 1, 2, 3, and then this person would go to build 2 legs, and this person would build 2 legs. They would just follow the system that we're going to teach you here today. Now you don't need to understand all this, guys. It's better that you take action. Go register and get your team to take action. If you're pressed for time today, get that done. But I wanted to give a foundation here a little bit on why we build this way. So what was interesting is, so I was here in Salt Lake City, Utah, with my friend who's a director. We were both directors, and then he saw us go up to executive director, and he's like, "Wow, that's good." And then we skipped over bronze. We went up to silver executive director. He says, "Ken, what are you doing?" I said, "Well, it comes down to caring for your team and putting your little delayed gratification and helping your team succeed first." I said, because after he hit the executive director, my friend started building what he thought was the same way. But what happened is, as he was driving down his teams, people would think they would get selfish too soon, and they would go off starting to build their second leg, and they shot themselves in the foot. Whereas if they would have tied in the momentum that we were creating here, then their team would have climbed up the ranks. They would have got more excited. They would have got more excited, and then they would have duplicated that, and you would create a perpetual leg. Let me just insert here this. Pardon me, I just threw these slides up here from past trainings. So, guys, the idea is building perpetual legs. So we're going to focus on how to make $500 to $1,000 a month, but what I want to share with you guys is, if you follow this instruction, I'm showing you how to make $1 million a year. Okay, that's what we're really showing you here, how you can make $1 million a year. I know for some of us it'd be outside of our imagination, and others is like, okay, what's next? Okay, so to build these perpetual legs that keep growing and never stop, I like this illustration. So imagine I'm here in Salt Lake City, and I tell you, I'm going to start pushing this car. I've got a driver. I'm going to start pushing this car, and I can push this car to San Diego. Would you believe me that I could push this car to San Diego, without ever turning the car on? You're like, there's no way. There's no way that one person can do that. And that's true. The key is, I keep pushing the car, and then we have a second and a third person start pushing the car next with me. And so what happens, if we all have an agreement that we will not go start pushing another car until we have replaced ourselves, not only with people, but with leaders that are dedicated to pushing that car. Well, in our structure, guys, we're saying, let's keep building this team. Get your 4 people. That's what it takes. All introduced to this power leg. They'll get their 4 people each into the power leg, and then you're making $500 a month. So what we're saying is, don't start pushing a second car, at least until you're car qualified and you have 4 people who have brought 4 people to the power leg. And as long as all of us are building that way and we keep that commitment, then what will happen after you're car qualified, then you could be off to the side sipping lemonade, knowing that that car is going to go all the way to San Diego without you. But the key is, guys, you have to keep your head down and focus until you have a strong team that is pushing that first leg that you joined with you. And the difference is, guys, this first leg, you can start making money. You can make $500 a month by getting 4 who get 4. Do it again, you can make $1,000, 4 who get 4. All on that one leg. So that's the key, guys, is don't, join the team. When you join, if you can have 10, 20, 30, 40 people join on your team in a day or 2, you're going to be excited. And if you give that gift to your downline, and the downline that your upline puts underneath you, you can't lose, as far as I'm concerned. Follow this program, and you will have what I call a perpetual leg that just keeps growing and growing and growing. Now, when you start over, and if you're one of the few that will go build the second leg, then all you have to do is follow the same formula and just keep going and going, and then you'll build the second leg. And then you'll start cycling with the binary and make a whole lot more. You'll make the big money by doing that. But let's secure $500 a month for everybody. Let's secure $1,000 a month. Now, the reason why it was called the Rhino system is my friend Larry, he says, Ken, I'm building this leg, but it's not working like it's working for you. And I said, Larry, and he'll tell you this story if you meet him. He's in Salt Lake. He's a good friend of mine still. In fact, he's the one that came up with the name, so I'm giving him credit here. I said, Larry, here's the thing. You can't get selfish. You have to keep giving to your team, putting people under your team, more people under your team. You keep doing that, and if you duplicate that, that's what creates the excitement. That's what creates the explosion. And you cannot go off and build a second leg, or you're not following this program. So you think you're following the program, but you're not really following the program. Back then we said until you have 3 personals and at least 20 deep in a short period of time. If you do that, you can create momentum, and it's kind of like a boulder going downhill. You get the momentum going, and it never stops. Well, the reason why this is called the Rhino system is the light bulb went off with Larry's head when I said that. And so I said, Larry, you have to just keep driving people down underneath your team. Just charge and just keep driving people underneath your team. And he says, when I said the word charge, he says, like a rhino? I said, yeah, like a rhino. So this method in prepaid legal kind of got around, and people knew it as the Rhino system. And we had some great success with it. We went on to some other businesses. But guys, I just wanted to share that with you so you can also understand some of our terminology, why we even call it the Rhino system, and some of the principles that we know work and prove true. Okay, fast forward here. A couple years ago, we enrolled with a company that made us a great offer. They said, hey guys, you guys can just build this one leg. We got you covered on the other leg. We're not there because they didn't keep their promise, but we showed that it worked. Okay, so here's what happened, guys. It's just amazing. So we're just plowing down. Don and I, this company flew us down to Las Vegas, put us up at Caesar's Palace, and did a lot of things for us. And they really wanted our team to join their company. But they put out some incentives out there for our team to go Sapphire in that company. And that company, Sapphire, was kind of like 4 who get 4. But we had a few days to do it, and we ended up, we had trouble with technology, so we squeaked a few more days to do it. But basically, we put in 400 people in about, I think it was less than a week. And if you want to hear from someone who has seen this firsthand, and that's Kyle, our good friend Kyle Montag. He joined right near the top of this, and I don't know, it was within a week he had like 300 people in his downline overnight, and he's like, holy cow, this is exciting. And guys, we know the excitement that this creates, but now guys, given the case history with Legal Shield, prepaid legal, given the case history with the company I just mentioned, guys, we're going to share with you why we're so excited about this company and some of the features. You think about, by the way, I'm leading with strategy and technique and compensation. Somebody says in network marketing, you're really in the hope and opportunity business. Guys, people love things that work, right? They have phenomenal products, but I'm starting with what works, what we know what works. And the reason I'm telling you that, guys, is our team that we've assembled, we are uniting, we're coming together, and we're going to blow this thing up. And right now, if you're on this call, you're at the top of this thing. But what do you mean by the top of this thing? Because we've already got 150 people in one leg and about 50 people in another leg. And you might say, well, what do you mean the top of this? Well, guys, in relationship to we're going to go 1,000 deep really quick. If you're in the top 100, 100 or 200 people, you're at the top of this. Okay, and again, let me give you one other example that was kind of cool, just to show you how exciting this is. My friend Mike, that had been in another company with me, and he was kind of disillusioned. He didn't want to try anything. And I'm sharing this with you because this could be a big help for you if there's a strategy and a recommendation I'm going to make with this that makes this work. That's why I'm sharing my past, guys, is because there's principles that's going to help us make this work big time. But my friend Mike, he was burned out, and I was showing him prepaid legal at the time. And he's driving truck cross country, not that he wanted to, but because he felt he had to, and just about gave up hope. And so I'm down here building the business, and I said, Mike, why don't you take a spot in my business? I'm going to build it anyway. And as we're moving ahead, if you see the success and you get fed up enough with your job, I'll already have you a platform, a springboard, a platform built that you can have already done for you sitting there, and then you can engage later on. And he says, okay, sure. Back then, I think it was $150. Well, what happened is he joined, and within a week, he had about 10 people on his team. And so I said to Mike, hey, Mike, you want to come to the meeting and meet your downline? He said, what? I said, you want to come to the meeting and meet your downline? He said, yeah, sure. So he went there and met his downline. He got so excited, he quit his job within a week and went full-time with me. So, guys, what I'm sharing with you, you want to get your closest friends in. Get them a spot. And it's kind of like building a bonfire, okay? So the deeper this lake gets, the hotter this flame goes. And the more, think about it like popcorn seeds, the more leverage, the bigger the organization there, the more heat. Anyone that you have in there that you can put in there for free, you come back and report to them the results, and that popcorn pops. And then they get excited, and then they follow the program, and they have success too. But guys, what it does, it puts the burden on us. Okay, there's three kinds of leadership. There's you go do something for me because I'm your upline. I want to make all this money on you. More enlightened leaders will say, let's go, so you and them go to work, but your success is your success, and it doesn't affect the other team members. But guys, what this is watch me go, okay? So you're saying, hey, take a spot, and watch, when I say me, watch us, our team, perform for you, go build you an organization. And we'll keep you informed on how well you're doing. And if you like it, you can come join us. See, guys, that's servant leadership. It's giving first. It's attraction versus a promotion. And I was sharing this with Tyson yesterday when I did a training with the Legal Shield. I says, really, guys, it comes down to love. If you really care about the people that you're putting in and you want them to be as successful as possible, then put them in a rhino leg. Guys, especially if it's free, put them on a rhino leg. Let's build a bonfire underneath them and come back and let them know what's going on. And like my friend Mike, they might get really excited and jump in and go with both feet. But the burden is on us, guys. Okay? So what do they, like my billionaire Paul J. Meyer said, you have everything to gain, nothing to lose by plugging into one of these power legs. Why not? Okay? Now, Lance, I'll go to Lance later. In fact, actually, Lance, I'd like you to share this story with one of our builds, if you can, Lance, of a gentleman that finally did join, but waited, hesitated. Lance did a great video. We'll repost it in our Facebook group for the Prosperity Network, where he tells this example. But Lance, can you explain that example if you're in a position to?
Yeah, you bet. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I'll mute myself while you share that.
Okay. There's no echo that I can hear, though. Yeah, folks, I had when we were building this other company, I had a guy I wanted near the top, and I reached out to him and said, look, you need to come into this program. It's $65 to join. We're going to blow this leg to China. And he hem-hawed over $65. He hem-hawed. And he hesitated, and he waited. So, I'm like, okay, I'm on. I'm putting people in day after day after day. about a week or maybe 10 days later, he joined. I think it was like a week. And he was, and I called him up and I said, hey, I'm so excited that you finally joined that program. I do want you to understand that you are now 265 positions lower than you would have been if you'd have just done it when I asked you to. And I wanted to get across to him the point that when we have a system like this, don't hesitate. Get in, or you're going to miss a plethora of leaders above you. You're now going to be below all of them instead of them being below all of you, below you. So the point is, just don't hesitate. This thing is, you want to get in as quickly as possible and take advantage of it. Anyway, back to you, Ken.
Great, thanks, Lance. That's the point, guys. What do you have to lose? Okay, this can turn into a huge organization. Now, guys, let me share this with you too. In fact, actually, I'd like Don, if you're available, if you don't mind sharing the story, and it's to make a point, guys. Don was in a company that put massive volume in a power leg, and everybody wants to join the power leg. It's exciting to be in the power leg, but guys, most people are not going to be able to build a second leg. And that's why I was so excited about this company, where people can have, $500 a month is more success than most people have ever had in a home-based business. $1,000 a month. You could do that all with one leg. Don, I don't know if you're reading my mind, but if you're there and can tell the story about that power leg that you were a part of and how people did not want to be in the weak leg, that'd be great.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Don.
Yeah, folks, we had a situation where we created for a company, we opened up a country. The country was Australia, before the company based in Utah wanted to go there. And the reason for it is we created lots of people, lots of interest, and so when we launched it and we went to Australia, we spent 5 weeks over there. We created, this is a company that did like $5.5 million their first month with no website, no product, paper apps, etc. So we did some of the same things in Australia, but everybody wanted to be on the power leg. Nobody wanted to be on the outside money leg. And so we had over $500,000 being generated and nobody was making any money. Our money leg was like $8,000, so we were making $800. You made 10% on your money leg. Even if you had $500,000, we should have been making over $50,000 a month. But this is what's cool about this particular company. They have a compensation for activity, for fast starts, and for what we would call personal volume in a lifestyle or a car bonus scenario, where every 4 who get 4, you're going to make 500, then you'll make 1,000, then you make 2,000, you make 5,000. You can make $10,000 a month with one leg if you do the work. And so it's exciting. And literally we went from one person in Australia to over 20,000 people in Australia, everybody on the power leg. But it's kind of exciting. It would have been more exciting if it would have been generating that kind of money. The owner points out that 400 million people in the world would have a major lifestyle change getting paid and earning $500 a month on top of what they're currently doing. It would match or increase their income almost double. So there's a great opportunity there. A lot of divorces, a lot of mortgages would never have been foreclosed on with an additional $500 a month. Back to you, Ken.
Great, Don. Thank you so much. So, guys, it just validates. I mean, it's very exciting when there's a power leg going. Everybody wants to jump on that leg. I say everybody wants to jump on the train if it's moving. If that leg is growing, and they know, wow, I can get on there. So here's why I mention that. Guys, it is easily 10 times more easier for you to recruit into this power leg than it would to be to tell someone your big opportunity is to join me in my weak leg where nothing is happening. It's 10 times easier for you to promote to that first leg. And by the way, that's at the front end of the compensation plan. And by the way, Don, I did find out that you can't make unlimited money by bringing 4 who get 4. I know it's at least 1,000 in that first leg, so we'll qualify that with you. But anyway, to be able to, everybody wants to get that leg going, and if that's where you stopped and you never build a second leg, you can use that money in our other programs. Put it in Forex, put it in cryptocurrency, use it for startup or other opportunities. You never actually have to build a second leg. But so this opportunity is like the shoehorn to get people on the team. Let's get them in profit, get them making money, and then we can diversify with other things that we're doing as well. Anyway, so that's just. Oh, by the way, one other thing. When Tyson and we were on that call with the owner yesterday, he made this point, and this is real. I've never seen this with a binary. A lot of people don't like binaries, and with good reason, because there's things to other binaries that are not here. Okay, the thing with this binary is you could qualify for all on your enrollment tree for all the top leader position in the company, and it has nothing to do with building your second leg. Other compensation plans, so I mean, you can go to the top, you can match other leaders that you put in there that build their second leg. You can make your match bonuses with that. You know, of course, if you want to build that second leg, you can, and there's extra money there for you. But you show me a plan where you can go all the way up the compensation plan with never building the second leg. That's incredible. So anyway, I wanted to lay that foundation, guys. And let's see here. Let me go ahead and share with you. Let's talk about the product now. Let's talk about the company. But again, it's hope, opportunity, it's things that work, and obviously you need some good products. So here's the name of the company. It's called Laurel Life, and the owner we're working with is an owner in one of the other companies that we're working with, our cryptocurrency company. It's having a big event in Mexico City. It's the same owner of both companies. And this individual has built a couple of businesses that have done $100 million a year. Here's something else I like about this opportunity, guys. Oh, I'm not sharing this on the screen. Putting it on the wrong screen. Okay, so this is the company. It's Laurel Life. Now, guys, one of the reasons why we didn't put this out there sooner is, believe it or not, this has happened more than once, where we announce we're going to enroll into a new company. People get so excited they go sign up on the company. Do not. Okay, I'm putting up the website. Do not just go sign up on this website. Okay, it's happened so many times, so pardon my emphasis. That's why we held it back for a minute. And we wanted to get our leaders positioned with their leaders and their leaders. We're still not done with that process, but we're pretty close. We wanted to get that to reward our previous people before we put a bunch of new people in. And so it's out of loyalty to our existing people that we waited to announce what we're doing. But this is the name of the company. By the way, just as a reminder, to get registered with this, just go to this TPN Rhino. Just go to this site to register. That's all you have to do. Go there first. We'll make sure you're enrolled with the right person. Everyone's connected together by going to our pre-enrollment site. This does not put you in the company in the first step, but this is where we make sure that all relationships are maintained. We need you to put in who referred you. So go in, and also who your upline leader is, for example, Don or Lance or Dave or Karen or Tom or whatever upline leader that you're working with, or Kyle. That gives us an idea, where you're at. Now, if you're working with the leader and they have the enrollment process handled, then that's fine. But for the others, you can go here, and this is how you get registered for it. But please do not go directly to this site and sign up, because what will happen is you're going to be completely outside of. First of all, your sponsor is not going to get rewarded, because if you just go sign here, of course, unless you use their link, But guys, we'll have a little bit of a training to make sure that nobody makes a mistake, because if your sponsor does not know how to enroll properly, you can end up on their weak leg, and then you're left out of the party, so to speak. So don't just sign up on your sponsor's link unless you're absolutely confident that the leader that's enrolling you has gone in and made sure that your site in Laurel is positioned either for the left or the right, whichever one is the power leg for them. And so please do not just go here and sign up, because you won't be underneath your referrer, and you won't even be in the Prosperity Network's team and miss out on a lot of benefits. So please don't go directly there. But please do go here, just register. What we'll do, guys, is we'll get you set up with a generic password. We'll email it to you, and we'll make sure that we'll help ensure, don't take it for granted, but we'll help to make sure that your default, when people sign up over your website, are, excuse me, I had a little battery issue. Okay, we'll make sure that that your back office is set either to the left or to the right. It's critically important, because if people go sign up over your Laurel Life website and they don't, and you didn't put the right thing, then they could go into your weak leg, and then they're not going to be happy with you. So if you work with your leader or you fill out this form, what we'll do is we'll get you set up in the company. We'll send you your password, your email, help make sure that you're set up properly. Then you can start giving out your link after that. But this is, the better way to do it. Just sign up here for right now. Now, after we get everything in place, by the way, Tyson is going to be talking with the company to see if we can set up an API connection to the website, to where people can sign up over this form. Because right now, by the way, if they sign up for free, then we want to go in the back office direction right now. If they're informed enough and committed enough to make a qualifying order, then they can sign up over your link and they'll be fine. But what Tyson is working to do to see if we can set up a page where someone can come in here for free, because if you click join, you can join this company, and Don mentioned countries around the world. You can come in and make a product order for as little as $20, and that includes TaxPod software, which is amazing. So you can join this company for as little as $20, but that won't qualify you for the CAR program. Another reason, guys, to just slow down and make sure you're doing things right, because there's a couple of reasons to make sure you make the right product order. What we'd rather do is get you in and then teach you how to make the right product order than have you jump the gun and make the wrong product order. But right now, you can't just enroll through the front door with the free option. You have to make a product order. And so if people hit your link and they go through and they do it wrong, it can damage them a little bit and damage you. So what we're hoping we can do is Tyson can build an API, have a form that will integrate with Laurel Life's back office, where people can join your Power Lake for free. Right now, that option doesn't exist. You can't just go to someone's link and sign up for free. Now, if you're informed enough and you know what product to order, then by all means you can do that. They just need to make sure that they're set for the correct leg, whichever is the Power Leg for them. So that's why, guys, I feel like you're better off if you go this route. That way we can make sure everything is done right, we're set up right, and we can give everyone a good training. And we will, guys. We'll do a good training on this and post in the back office so you know how to navigate the Laurel Life back office. So this is the company. Let me back up a little bit and talk about the 3 flagship products. And Don is a great detail person. If Don has some comments, or anyone, Lance, anyone that might know about these products, guys, these are really impact products here. First of all, the name Laura means from the earth, and that's great, guys. I mean, these are natural products versus taking synthetic vitamins that aren't meant for your body and might not be absorbed. Laura means from the earth, from the Basque language. That's where the meaning comes from. By the way, they brought on a guy who does branding and promotions. He's been in the network marketing industry for decades, since he was like 20 years old. He's come on for the branding and promotions of the company, and Don and I met him personally. Great addition to the company, and gives me more confidence in the company based on knowing his background. But he's the one that came up with the Laura Life. Don will probably remember more details from that. But anyway, so what I learned from audios like Dead Doctors Don't Lie and other things out there in the world of nutrition is that a lot of your ailments, in fact, the owner quotes, there's a Nobel Peace Prize winner that quotes, that has got the prize because they've proven that all the ailments that we have in our body really stem from a deficiency of minerals. And Dr. Wallach, who I admire, who was the author of Dead Doctors Don't Lie, sold me on that years ago. We need to get these minerals. Well, to get these minerals from a natural source is really important. It's kind of interesting. We're here in Utah, but a lot of the minerals in the product come from the Great Salt Lake, which is supposed to have more minerals even than the Dead Sea. But there's a heavy source of natural minerals in the products. There's another city in Salt Lake, I think it's Delta, where there's years ago in ancient times there was a Bonneville Lake in this area, which was long since gone. But there's also a volcanic area in Delta, Utah, that has a very high concentration of minerals because of the soil underneath. And by the way, Dr. Wallach, who I admire, as I mentioned, he talks about you have your vegans and all the people that are eating natural and holistic still dying young. And he says the reason for that is because you can have it really comes down to where you're planting your crops. If you're planting crops and they're not in mineral-rich soil, and your plants aren't going to have the minerals that you need. And so these products have the minerals from a natural source, and the greens that are growing in that area are planted in this really heavily rich soil, and that's the source of one of the products. And we'll do a further product training, and we'll probably have someone from the company come on and train our team on this. But by the way, they do have products that lose weight. This is kind of fun. They have a challenge, or they say they want to buy your fat. They're so confident in their product that if you want to lose weight, if that's one of your health goals, they'll actually pay you $4 a pound, $6 a pound, $8 a pound for you to lose weight, all the way up to paying you $500 if you have a lot of weight to lose. So that's what you call confidence. If you're using one of their products for 90 days and you're losing weight, they'll pay you that much per pound. So that's a lot of confidence. So let's look at their 3 flagship products and talk about that for a minute. Now, this is Dr. Miller's natural tea, and there's some unauthorized knockoffs out there. This company is working with Dr. Miller. Let me see if I can expand that for my vision here to read it. Let's see. Oh, I guess I can't. Pardon me, I was trying to expand the vision to make sure I'm saying this correctly. Anyways, Dr. Miller's Detox Tea, and that's a multi-million-dollar product that's proven in the marketplace. Other people are trying to, have tried to use the brand. We're authorized with Dr. Miller, I believe it is. Pardon me, guys. We're new with the product line, but anyway, this is authorized with Dr. Miller, and it's the latest, most proprietary product. Now, my wife she can't drink anything with caffeine, and I showed her this detox tea, and she's a little hesitant. First of all, guys, it's not really tea, it's herbs. There's no caffeine in it, and this herbs, what it does is it detoxifies your body. There's two bags in there. You put that in water, you boil it You put a quart of water there, boil it, and then let it sit there for like 8 hours or overnight. Put it in a gallon container, fill it up with water the rest of the way, and you have that in your fridge, and you just drink it all week long. But people that have done that are very often in 5 days lose 5 pounds. And the reason for that is with this product, well, first of all, a lot of the reasons why we're hanging on to weight, even though if we're working out or trying to starve ourselves or whatever, the reason why we're not losing the weight is with all the toxins in our system from the environment. If they like to store the toxins in the fat, and your body is protecting itself because of the toxins that are in your body, that it doesn't want you to release the fat, because that would mean the toxins would go in your bloodstream. This is what I've been told and understood from many sources. Check with your doctor, okay, but this is my understanding. But when you get the toxins out of your body, then your body will release the fat that it's been hanging on to for its own protection. So this detox tea is, there's a lot of other health benefits with the tea, and we'll learn about that later. But that's phenomenal, a phenomenal product. I'll go to the right one. The O2 product is, in fact, the company was O2 Worldwide, and they were growing, and they had a brand conflict with the company in Europe, I believe it was, and rather than have the delay, the legal battle and everything over the international rights to the name, they just rebranded the company so that now they have the international rights for the name Luralife, and it actually better represents what the company is all about, because the company is not all about just the O2 product. It's about these products that come from the earth that are good for you. But the O2 product has been a huge winner in the marketplace. People love it. By the way, these products have been so successful. They have a plan. I apologize right now. It's limited to, I think, the United States and Canada, where you could build your business by just giving out samples to people that are interested in trying these products. And the retention has been very high retention of people that try the products, stay on the products, and use the products. And so people can build their business that way. But these products, when people try them, they love them, very often keep them. Now, as you look at let's see if it'll give us some more detail here. So here's some of the benefits here. It says it boosts the overall health, energy, focus, improves memory and physical performance, promotes weight loss, improves sleep, strengthens the immune system for fast recovery, helps relieve pain, and promotes healing. So these are some of the benefits of the product. Of course, you can go to the website and check it out. But I was recently educated to the benefits of your red blood cells that very often glom together. If you get the right things in your body, then those red blood cells separate, allowing more surface areas on all the red blood cells and more energy. And so you can literally potentially double your energy level by getting more oxygen by using products that do this, that separate those red blood cells, increase the surface area, and thus increasing your oxygen levels in your body. And it really makes us operate more like we're supposed to, without this messed up environment that we're in. So that's a great product. Hopefully, okay. Let me go back to the detox tea, because I should have done that before. So here's what it says. Originally, holy tea formulated for natural cleansing and weight loss. Gently cleans and detoxifies the whole body, promotes weight loss to reach ideal weight, helps with blood pressure and cholesterol, increases energy, mental clarity, and focus, boosts natural resistance against illness. So lots of health benefits for that product. Guys, this is what I'm really, really excited about as well. One of their key flagship products. And there's such a huge market for this. When you look at diabetes and cardiovascular issues in our society, this literally could save lives. I'm convinced that this product will save a lot of lives. But Thrive, all natural cardio health supplement with active organic greens. these are the greens that are grown in Delta, Utah, that are in very, very high mineral-rich soil. Thus, it gets into the greens, so we can get minerals in our body. And as stated by the Nobel Peace Prize winner and Dr. Wallach, who teach a lot of your issues come from a lack of minerals, from heart issues, cholesterol. I mean, arthritis. There's so many issues that come from not having enough of the right minerals in the body. I was talking to Karen yesterday. She was saying she had all this pain in her body until she increased a couple of certain minerals, and she doesn't have to take pain pills anymore. So, guys, we need to get more minerals into our body. And so, what this product does is restores optimal balance of nutrients, supports the body in reversing insulin resistance. Guys, Google that, look up that. There's huge health implications there. Helps improve cardiovascular health and prevent heart disease, aids in weight loss and blood sugar control. Too big. By the way, I've heard a lot about this. So many people are diabetic or pre-diabetic. This can help them. And those that are diabetic are have a vastly increased risk for cardiovascular problems, heart disease, heart attacks. And this product, I'm convinced, can save lives. And with a product that's green, of course, we know greens helps the pH level in the body. But for products that get the minerals, get the greens in the body, that's going to help anybody. To help get your blood alkaline level in the right place by having the greens, and by having more minerals in your body. This is like having, it's like food. Okay, and that's the name Laurel Life. This isn't a bunch of manufactured products. This is nature's way of healing your body. And if you give your body the right ingredients, you can heal your body and extend your life, be around to watch your kids, your grandkids. Guys, but in America especially, they call it the SAD diet, the standard American diet. Guys, we have to change something. Les Brown says we're killing ourselves we're digging our graves with our teeth. And it's hard for us to eat healthy in this world, in our environment. But these are some products that's not a money game, guys. These are products that can change your life, improve your quality of life, and in fact, save some lives. So that's the best I can give you on the products with my knowledge. There's people that know a lot more about it than I do. Don, I should have given you more a heads up, but if there's something, by the way, we all have our different strengths, and Don is such a great detail person, and a lot of the leaders I work with are stronger in absorbing the details. That's why I love to have them in meetings with me, as they pick up on some of the finer details. But big picture, guys, great products. They're going to help people improve the quality of their life, help save lives. And again, they wouldn't have a sample program out there of people building their business with these products if the products didn't work. Yet you can literally build your entire business. Besides the way we're doing it here, you could build your entire business by buying credits with the system, marketing for people to try these products. The company will send the products out to them for you, and when people try the products, they keep the products. It's going to make you money. So it's a great system. So Don, is there anything that you remember that may be beneficial for people to know, or Lance or anyone else that knows about the products, or even some of your experience about the products? I didn't give anyone a heads up, but in case you guys would like to say something.
Yeah, the Thrive is a drink, a beverage. It has ingredients that are really, really good for, like you already mentioned, Ken, cardiovascular, L-arginine. There's L-cisterol, I don't know exactly the pronunciation, but both of those is part of your circulatory system. It creates, through a combination of that and some other herbs, nitric oxide, which helps in the blood. The cool thing about these is you can buy just one product of a certain value. You can buy a tri-pack of each one of these products for a 30-day window. You can start with samples. You can literally have samples go out to people that have volume. A lot of times samples don't have volume. They have volume. The volume and the price of it includes the price of the product and the shipping. And they're going to build. I was with another company that had their #1 seller was the samples of their #1 product. It wasn't the big jars. It wasn't the big packs, the business packs and all that. Their #1 volume creator and seller is samples. So this company is going to do the same thing. They have some other products that have energy and mental clarity that will be coming out. They gave us a sample. I took only one, and I'm glad I only took one. And then they gave me a pill for energy and mental clarity, and then they had me stand looking at a computer screen for like an hour. So I was freaking out because I had to move. So there'll be some other cool things that'll happen with this. The detox is, like you said, and we're talking minerals that get into and stay with and that your body craves. And so those are things that I caught. And then the basic things is being on the product. You have drops of what I call liquid oxygen, basically putting your body with more oxygen, and the benefits of oxygen should be understandable. Because if you learn that you can create health by changing the way you breathe and what you take and the oxygen you get into your body, this is another way of doing it. So being involved in the products, already using the products, can't complain about them. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 big, huge bottles already pre-mixed of the Thrive that's in my fridge, being nice and cold. So I grab one when I head out. I drink it during the day while I'm driving in the car or when I'm working at the house, etc. So I would just say be a product of the product. Start to learn, find something that floats your boat, and there's money to be made. All the prices include shipping, except for, I don't know, maybe to some of the foreign countries, there's probably other costs involved, but we're still learning about it. And I hope you guys all can get excited about it, because we've had many companies talk about what they're going to do, talk about a product. These products are well thought out. They've been in the marketplace. They're in multiple countries, not just the United States. So we've got interest in Australia and in New Zealand and in Canada and the UK, etc., and you can certainly go in all those areas and be safe with marketing. So back to you, Ken.
Great, Don. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Anybody else have a comment or a question at this point? Guys, we're not going to do a lot of Q&A. We'll take maybe a question or two. And
I have a quick comment.
Yeah, please, Lance. Go ahead.
Folks, we had Dan come to the office with Mike, another leader of the company, and they spent 4 or 5 hours with us. Basically, Dan nonstop educating us on all sorts of stuff. The man is amazing. He's super intelligent, and the most important thing is that he is a networker himself. He understands network marketing. He is like-minded in his approach to how to build a network marketing company. We've often ran into so much difficulty as we're doing massive builds in these various companies with leaders in those companies or owners of those companies that don't get it, that seem to fight against the field instead of empowering and enabling the field. Folks, this is so completely different than that. He is absolutely on board with everything that we believe in, and with, he structured this in the first place for this power leg and to make it just go crazy. And where he's got it, where you can make good income and have a lot of success all within the power leg, it's phenomenal. Anyway, back to you, Ken.
Great, Lance. Yeah, actually, those are points I wanted to make and forgot to, but yeah, that when we were done with the meeting, Lance and Don and I were like, wow, it's what a refreshing feeling to know that. I mean, he has answered issues, solved issues before we even voiced the issues because he's like-minded. I mean, show me a company, come in for free. Worldwide, you can participate for, the $14 product plus, anyway, under $20. You can get changing your life with that, and so forth. Now, I think what I'll do is we'll save the training on the, well, actually, no, I think we'll do it here. So I was going to save some of the training on the product selection, but I think while we're all here, it'd be good to go ahead and cover that. Lance or Don, or can anybody carry the ball for a minute while I log into the back office and get it where we can share this here?
Hey, Ken, Francisco.
Hey, Francisco. This is all your fault,
I am excited that we're in this company. Very excited.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, Francisco brought this to us. He's been trying to get us together with them for a couple of years, actually.
Yes. I know you've talked to Dan Putnam a couple of years ago. The synergy is there. You guys are right next to each other. I'm a little jealous. I couldn't enjoy that burger you guys were having, but maybe next time. But I know I'm really excited. The products are so good, and I know I've been hounding, and now the TPN family and Lorelei family are together. There's a lot of stuff in the pipeline with Dan and his marketing system synergy with ours. So thank you, Ken, for doing this.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, Francisco, tell them about the call center and how that works, if you don't mind.
Yes, I mean, what's so unique with the call center, let's say I have Ken on the phone, and he's excited. I can just literally call the call center, tell him my ID, three-way the call to Ken, let the call center answer any questions, have him sign them up under my website, or vice versa. I could give Ken the phone number with my ID number, and then the call center will take care of them. But I know Dan made a good point before. If you have them on the phone, three-way them in the call center. Let's say you're on the road, three-way them in the call center, use your ID, let the call center help you answer some questions, and sign them up. It's really simple.
Wow. So, Francisco, that means marketers don't have to spend their time answering a bunch of questions. They could just send them to the call center.
Exactly.
People that are just shy, or they just don't really, feel confident talking about these things. They can just send them to the company call center, and they'll answer all their questions for them.
Exactly. Or people like how you and I, or you were always on the road. I'll say, hey, Ken, give me a second. Let me introduce you to some of my partners. Here it is. And then you'll ask questions away, and they'll roll them right for you.
Awesome, buddy. Thank you so much.
Thank
guys,
you.
I'm going to go ahead and show the back office. We started this placement, about 24 hours ago, it seems like. Let me go ahead and select it. I want to give you a little brief training on the website, that some things to keep an eye on. So here we are. When we start, 6 o'clock Thursday. So I guess about a day, and coming up on 48 hours, but really about a day and a half. So we have 172 people that have joined. We've got the left leg we've got some marketers on that side that are just warming up, professional marketers that are just exploding that. With Don and Kyle and guys, that leg's taken off. We got the other leg that we haven't even finished putting the leaders of the Prosperity Network and their people, so we'll be over 100 on this leg real quick. We've got lots of people that have registered on the website, ready to come in. So here 48 hours, we'll have 100 people deep in each leg. And you guys have an opportunity to be right there in the top spots. And again, when you think in relationship to going 1,000 deep, I mean, you're right at the top here. So this is for the our key spot here. Okay, so when you sign in, let me share with you critical before you send your link to anyone. Otherwise, you're going to take one of these power legs, you're going to break the leg, so to speak. So as you scroll down here, now this one, since we're balancing out the two legs, the Prosperity Networks or this key spot has the left doing quite well, so we're going to beef up the right leg. That's what we do. We're going to balance it out. And by the way, to show the unselfishness of Don and Lance and the leaders, think of this spot here as the mothership. This is the only spot that's going to have two legs for quite some time. And the money that will come from here will help fund our marketing efforts to help it grow even faster. But what we want to do here with this key spot is we're balancing it out, so we're going to get this other spot another 100 deep pretty quick. But what you want to do is if you're in a Rhino build, by the way, there's a quote I want to clarify. The phrase power leg and Rhino leg is pretty much the same thing. Okay, people out there in the market call it a power leg. We call it a Rhino leg from my experience going back to prepaid legal when it was nicknamed the Rhino system, which proved to be highly effective. And we didn't have today's technology. We didn't have a free enrollment. We didn't have really what I took. we took a system that as well as it worked with prepaid legal, it was like almost still like putting a square peg in a round hole. Because that company's really, with their technology and so forth, wasn't built for speed. This is built for speed. So guys, when you sign up, if someone goes to your link, it'll just go boom, right down to the bottom. In fact, let me show you that. You take a look at your downline, you look at the binary view, and it'll show some top spots here. So if you're building, then what you could do, if you're of a team with the left, then you can hit the bottom left. Now this is if you're placing someone in your back office. There's two ways you can do it. You can go bottom right, and it'll just go right down there. If it's 100 people deep or if it's 1,000 people deep, it'll go right down. And what you're doing is you're grabbing the next open spot. Okay. Now, if Tyson can get this link that we can have people go over your website and sign up for free, and then if yours is set to the correct leg, which is the power leg for your team, then that's critically important. Or if someone's sold enough that they're ready to make a qualifying order, which we'll talk about next, then they can go to your website, make the qualifying order, and it's all automated. You don't have to touch it. They go to your website, they sign up, they go. If you're set to the right, it'll go right down to the bottom leg and put them in the next open spot. If you're enrolling someone for free, then this is where you go. You go down here, you click the next open spot, and you put in their information. It does not ask for their social, does not ask for that kind of information. You need now one thing, guys, the username is the only thing that can't be changed. Okay, so if you're helping someone set up a site, make sure that you get a username that they're going to want. Okay, now I want to let's see if they change that here. Yeah, this terminology kind of throws our team because we use the terminology different. I want to allay your fears a little bit on this. Two things. Number one, when it says the enroller, my enroller is this person, and you don't know that person, that's very typical because I would name them differently. I would name it sponsor and enroller. The person that enrolls them is typically you would know that person. But in the industry, half the companies do it this way, the other half the companies do it the other way. Our team is used to thinking, oh, the enroller is the person that brought them in and, has the relationship. That's actually the sponsor. So in this company, you sponsor people in. The term enroller is simply the person above them in the power leg that 9 times out of 10, they're not even going to know. Okay, so if you're enrolling somebody, and it says that their enroller is so-and-so, again, they may not even know each other, but we wanted to make sure of that because we use different terminology, but just so you know. Now, when you actually enroll, and this is a glitch they're going to fix, we reported that today and yesterday, it'll actually say, like if you're putting them in the right leg when you submit it, it'll say, or if you're putting them in the left leg, you submit it for the preview, it'll say the opposite leg than where they're actually going. When Don was enrolling the first people, he was afraid that he messed up. And I'm like, well, actually, Don, I think, and since we were just learning that, we weren't sure. As long as you go to that open spot and you click that open spot, then you can't get it wrong. Okay. But what we don't want someone to do is be in somebody's left leg, and then they miss out. They're on a country road instead of being on a 6-lane freeway. Okay, we're building a 6-lane freeway. That's where we want everyone to be. So, but it kind of faked our team out when we were doing that. So, but as long as you click that spot, then you're going to be okay. Don, Lance, Tyson, whoever's on the call, if there's something else that we need to teach people, please let me know.
Show them on the bottom left. Show them how to spend in their back office, the left and right.
Oh, show them how to set the left and right, is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Okay, I thought I did, but I'll give you more detail. Thanks, Don. I'll make that really clear.
There's alternate, left, and right, and tell them what all three means and make sure that they know that they should be instructed by their upline to be a left leg power, Rhino, or a right leg. And then the left leg and the alternate. So those are good things to know, but make sure they don't set the alternate or lesser leg for what we're doing.
Okay, perfect. Great. Yeah, I should definitely spend more time on it. Thanks, Don. Thank you. Yeah, so, guys, we never put alternate or lesser leg. That puts them in out of the power leg. So we want everyone to be in the power leg until they're car qualified at least, and then we can talk about building a second leg. That's what's going to create success for the whole team. If we maintain that Rhino attitude, keep driving it deep in the leg that you were sponsored into, keep driving that. So Tyson, Don, Kyle are over there in the left leg. Lance and I and others are on the right leg. So whatever, I'll go. I'm going to focus my efforts on the weaker leg. So right now, I'm focusing on the right leg. But we have a lot of people to put in still. It's been a lot of sleepless nights putting a lot of this stuff together, and there's only so much time in the day. But we're going to be completely caught up with bringing people that have registered on the TPN Rhino in and placed, and then we're going to turn it up big time. So great point, Don. So make sure that you're on the correct leg. So if you're in the right leg, go change that to the right leg. If you're in the left leg, change it to the left leg, and then hit save. Now, if you send somebody your link, then they can sign up on the website. They'll go right down to the bottom of that power leg, and that's perfect. That's the way it needs to be. So that's really critical. Anything else, Don, Lance, guys? Oh, yeah, product. Duh. Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Well, let me just add one thing. Okay. If you don't know what team you're on, reach out to your sponsor. Reach out to your upline and get clear, because the last thing you want to do is set your leg wrong, okay? So I'm just going to throw out really quick, if you're normally under Don, under his team, then that's where you're in the left leg, okay? If you're normally under myself, you're in the right leg, okay? If you're under Tom Douglas, you're in the right leg. Karen, you're in the right leg. Joey, you're in the right leg. There's a lot of leaders that we have that are going to drive that. If you're under Dave Dandrin in any form, then you're in that right leg, okay? Just so you know which leg you're in. Okay, back to you, Ken.
Great, Lance. Yeah, thank you for emphasizing that. I appreciate that. Okay, so guys, let's talk about product orders, because that's really key. Again, the great thing about this is people can get in for free. They need to sell something or do something, come up with a product order, they can do it. And guys, but for under $100 to be able to get car qualified with $500 bonus is quite amazing. And this is my favorite product. I would say this would be our standard product right here. This gives you the 3 products that we talked about in altogether. But if you want to participate in the car program, it's very important when you go back and do your product order that you do one that says car bonus. Now there's CV. This one produces 60 CV, but we were talking to Dan yesterday about that. There's some other products that are in the same price point, but they're changing the formula to a new product. So some of these are at the same price point, but they don't qualify you for the car program. So it's very important that you select one of the products. The minimum would be a $79 order to be in the car program. Again, you can still get in it for free, and you can build up to that. But if everybody can do the $89 order, by the way, guys, a couple of days ago we were really emphasizing put the money in the accelerator affiliate program. I'm reversing that based on what we're doing right now. I would put the priority here, guys. Let's get you here. Let's get you car qualified. That's going to give you. And by the way, this is really unique too. That's why. I mean, this is built for speed. Most car bonuses, you qualify throughout the month, and then once you are going to get the money, it might be the 15th of the following month. Guys, with this here, you get car qualified by Tuesday, the money could be in your bank by Friday. It's a monthly car bonus, but as soon as you achieve it, that money's going to be in the bank that week. So that's really exciting. So when we think about multiple streams, this one's built for speed. Let's get everybody in one leg, get to $500, and let's get that money, and then you can use that money into the Prosperity Accelerator, into the Forex trading, into the cryptocurrency, into our other programs. We are putting the priority if you're limited on funds, we're putting the priority. Sorry, Don, I muted you. Yeah, we had a little bit of noise. You can hopefully unmute yourself if you want to make a comment, Don. Unless you're going to make it right now. Sorry.
Well, I was making a comment on what you said. There's another internal benefit here that they close out the business on Tuesday. It's in your back office wallet on Wednesday, which you can then send to your bank. So the wallet can allow you to send money amongst each other, be able to use it for product and other things inside the system. It's only the delay till Friday if you want to send it to a bank for cash or deposit. So we're going to be using this as another alternative or an option like our Bluebird for being able to move money amongst each other and be able to buy products and help people buy products and help people do things.
Absolutely, Don. In fact, for those of you that have been around with the other car program, this is a great time to talk about that, is imagine, guys, okay, put your money here. Let's get your car qualified. Now you have $500 that you can put in our other company that has a car bonus program. So instead of, like T. Harv Eckert says, when presented with two good options, choose both. Now in this case, when presented with 3 or 4 good options, choose them all. But this is a great starting point that can get everybody in. This is the step one. Let's get in here as a team. Let's explode this. Use that momentum to carry into all of our other businesses. And guys, let's get your car qualified right away. And in fact, Rod was talking about it. He says, "Man, I can move my bill money around. I feel like confident and excited about this. I'm going to move my bill money around. I'm going to make sure I'm going to get this car bonus pack and get going on this and go get car qualified right away." So this one is $89. Some of them are obvious. I'm going to scroll through the options. So this one, you get all products. This one, car bonus pack, 10 of the samples. So if you want to, for $100, go sample. Hand these out to people that you know. There's the Dr. Miller's Detox Tea. This one is a car bonus pack. By the way, in talking with Dan, I just love this. He just thinks like we do. Nobody's left out of the party. You can come in for free worldwide. You can participate for $20, etc. But also at the other end of the spectrum, some builders in network marketing like to do the bigger packages. So that's not really Dan's philosophy nor ours, but there's packages available. So if somebody wants to do that, and Dan was telling us yesterday, some of these packages, if you buy them, it's not announced yet, but it'll like qualify you for like 6 months for your, car being qualified for everything. But I'm not saying that's in place yet, but there's some bigger orders that meets the needs of some of the marketers in the marketplace that we could bring on here to help explode this. So there's different bigger packages available as well. This is Dr. Miller's Detox Tea. It's a car bonus pack, buy 2 get 1 free, and you have your call PIN number, upgrade online system. So this is a great program here. You've got the Thrive Car Bonus Pack, 4 packs, 15 servings. It's another one. The O2 Car Bonus Pack, buy 2 get 1, with the oxygen one there. You have the O2 Drops call-in pin center, or call center pin. And let's see, O2 call center pin, 20 survey. This actually gives you the leads that you can contact. And if you have our marketing systems, you can text those people, leave ringless voicemails with those people with our marketing system. So that would work great with that.
Ken, do these all qualify for the car bonus?
Oh, no, these, yeah, we want to emphasize, these are packages that are available. But yeah, let's go back and review the ones that are car qualified. Yeah, thanks. Got off track a little bit there, but okay. This one says car bonus pack. Car bonus pack. You know you're good. Down here, I don't see that. Oh yeah, car bonus pack. You're good. Car bonus pack. You're good. Car bonus pack right here. You're good. Car bonus pack here. You're good. So down to this point, yes, Lance, they did include. They have other packages as well that people can purchase if they're not concerned about the car bonus. Quite frankly, that is where you can make money. Now you still make fast start money. And by the way, guys, while we're talking about the fast start bonus, it's also called the first order bonus. So it's better that whoever you enroll in come in for free. Rather than them making a tiny order, if they're going to go to the bigger order, a day from now, a week from now, better that, they come in, that their first order is as big as possible because you get paid a fast start bonus based on their first order. Okay, so if everybody came in at the $20, you're going to make a lot smaller first order bonus versus if everybody said, okay, I'm going to go from free to this package, then you're Don, do you recall about what the first order bonus is on this pack here, ballpark? It's kind of like 4 people and you get your money back. Is that right, Don?
It's almost 4 of your money's back. 30% times 4, which is 120%. So you're in profit of the CV.
Okay, so guys, so if you were like some moving your bill money around, if you can get your 4 people in, you can have that money back in a week, right?
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
And it's paid the same thing, whatever's done this week to Tuesday night will be in your wallet on Wednesday.
Isn't that great, guys? This is built for speed. This is exciting. Any other question? We'll still go for I'll give you the Zoom link because I appreciate you guys so much, and I realize not everybody wants to speak up on this bigger call. So we'll have a Q&A after this call. I'll announce that in a minute, but something else I'd like to wrap up with. But let's put it out to you guys in terms of any questions on what we're doing. Okay, let me cover the other stuff I wanted to cover. Okay, so Sammy came on. She's been out of touch for a little bit, and glad to have you back, Sammy. So I'm going to, for her benefit and others, I'm going to put this in the context of what we're doing here. Okay, so we have the Prosperity Accelerator. We've invested a ton of time. We're building out capture pages, websites, all to benefit you. And if you haven't availed yourself of the benefit of this free marketing system, please go there, get the link of your sponsor if possible, or you can sign up for a free account right on the website. You'll be coded to the admin, and then we will find out who referred you and move you under that person, because that's something we're very diligent about, guys, is make sure everyone always gets the credit. We have an upgraded version of the software for $50 where you could build your own marketing web pages. You could customize these, build these things yourself. Has a huge value. We have another system, the Accelerated Prosperity System, that has a lot of other additional benefits, the texting platform, ringless voicemail, email, I mean, and it has an affiliate program with it. So, guys, we're still very focused on this. This will help us drive our business that we've just gone over. So we have that. Now, how do you generate leads? Well, we've talked recently here about our back window advertising. And there's been a lot of excitement about this, and we're still very committed to this. But, guys, I want to spend the last couple minutes here showing you the synergy of how this will work with Lorelife. It's just incredible how well this could work together. So when someone comes in, they say, hey, I'd like to get paid money for advertising on my back window. And by the way, if you guys want to test drive this, write down this number really quick. Maybe Lance can put it in the notes, or Don, or in the chat box. But 385-217-8582. And text the word window to that.
Ken.
Yeah, go ahead, Don.
Let me give you another one.
Okay, let me type it in the text box.
775-200-9640, text money. That's going to be our back window campaign.
Yeah,
both
I'm going to have to update the picture here, guys.
Both will work.
Okay. Yeah, so either one of those, guys. In the chat box is the number where you can. So you'll see how our texting platform, the automated or accelerated prosperity system, will work. So the way it works is someone texts that number. Well, it goes to the APS, or the accelerated prosperity system. It goes to that, and then after a couple of back and forth, it'll send them a link to your landing page capture page system over here in the Prosperity Accelerator. So the one works hand in hand with the other. And so, guys, that's an amazing system, but then you combine that with back window advertising. So this is the appeal. Now think about this, guys. Say you're shy. You want to build a business. You've never been successful. How do I be successful? Well, first of all, get in our Rhino build and let us do 95% of the work for you. And we're going to show you how to do the other 5%. How do I do it? Well, you get a sticker on your window for back window advertising. Why is that important? Well, number one, it works when you're not. It works all the time, 24/7. Whenever someone's eyes hit that, it's working. It's driving leads into the funnel, okay? Now, this is my strong opinion here, and apologize, guys, we're going a little bit longer here since we're all gathered, but I want to show how these fit together. So somebody drives up behind you, and in fact, we have another layout that I have. Actually, let me go to that other layout here. Let's see. BW. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is the other layout. Okay, so imagine that a car pulls up behind you. Person behind you, like many people, they're stressed out of their mind. How do I get some money in here? They pull up behind your car and it says, rent your back window, get paid up to $500 per month. Text money to this number, just the number that Don mentioned. They can text that. Well, guess what? That number is going to be your number that's assigned only to you. So those leads come in. You can have your URL, which takes them to our replicated website for back window advertising. This will be your website, which will explain to them how they register and apply to where we'll pay them money every month. It's such a powerful message because it's not a message of, hey, go here to spend money with us. We're saying we want to give you money. Now, how do you think that's going to resonate in the marketplace? We want to give you money. Okay, it's awesome. Now, they can opt, when somebody comes on board, we'll go where they're at and show them how to get paid $50 and just have that on their window as back window advertising. But sooner or later, we're going to show them why it's smarter to be a partner with us than to be a consumer with us, or like an E-quadrant thinker. So at some point, we want to get them over into our businesses with us, but we're going to do it very systematically in such a way that it's going to be very hard for them to resist to move over. Okay, so here's what we're going to say. Okay, so if they want to get paid for back window advertising, we're going to say, okay, well, every one of our stickers has a corporate sponsor. Just it could be Coke, could be Pepsi. In your case, your corporate sponsor is Laura Life. Okay, now we want to get you paid that $50 every month. So we need to have you register with Laura Life because they have an e-wallet, and that's how we're going to pay you your $50 every month. So we'll set up their account for them. We'll just say, go here, log in. This is your wallet, and this is how you're going to access the money we're going to give you every month. Well, guess what we just did, guys? We just put them in a power lake. Now, we may not have another conversation for a while, but now they're in a power lake. Okay, at some point, now we go back, we say, oh, by the way, you want to settle for $50, or would you, if I could show you to keep doing the same thing, how to raise that to $500 a month, maybe eventually $5,000 a month just by keeping that sticker on your window, would you want to know more, or do you want to just settle for $50? Yeah, I'd like to know more. Okay, great. Well, you've had that on your back window for the last 3 weeks. If you decide that you want to basically benefit from all these leads coming in, you're registered with Laura Life. You actually have a team of 300 people already. So you have a good-sized organization going. So let me show you how you can get four who get four just by doing what you've been doing. Okay? So then we're going to show them how to use their back window. Of course, guys, everyone that comes, the best message to have on a back window is one that we want to give people money. So why are people responding to the message on your back window? Because they want to do the same thing you're doing. So over time, your one window is going to turn into 4 windows. The only question is, do you want that benefiting somebody else, or do you want to settle for the $50? Especially when those 4 windows turn into another 16 windows for a total of 20 windows. Do you want to settle for $50, or you want to use those 20 cars driving leads to build your business? And of course, it's going to keep growing. That person over time could have 100, 200, maybe 1,000 cars generating leads to build their business with us. But just see how easy it was. We're saying, okay, if you want to just get paid $50 to $100, that's fine. But we get them in the business. We say that's how we're going to pay you. Laura Life is the sponsor of your business or of your back window. So we need to have you register with them. And by the way, they're going to be in the back office, and they might be looking at this and going, what? I got people. I got downline. You may never actually even have to bring up the conversation. They may say, what's this? So, if they just want to settle for the $50 and those leads are going to you or the funder that paid for the sticker, that's okay too. We're not. Here's the thing. It might feel like bait and switch. It's not. It's bait and improve. If they want to stay where they're at, that's fine. They don't have to switch. But I believe in my gut, guys, that at least 80% of the people that respond to the advertisement, that want to get paid to have a sticker on their back window will, because we're putting them in Laura Life from day one and we're building them a business. When we talk to them about what this means for them, to them, they will switch, okay? And of course, what that's going to do, especially if we can get them car qualified right away, then that's going to give them money to go into everything else that we're doing. So are we committed to the Prosperity Accelerator? Absolutely. Are we committed to the Accelerator Prosperity System? Absolutely. Are we committed to back window advertising? Absolutely. All of those guys are driving this business that's going to explode without all of that. Okay? But when you add these marketing systems with a program that's built for speed, and in our other presentations, I use these two keywords, and we'll wrap it up. Guys, this is a team system because we have a system that your contribution might just be putting a sticker on your back window or following up with the calls or funding the stickers. It's a team system with a team build. Okay, but guys, for the next week or two, we're going to be intensely focused on this team build. And I thank you so much for your time today to see what this could mean for you. Again, like my billionaire mentor friend Paul J. Meyer used to say, if you have everything to gain and nothing to lose by trying, I will by all means try. So I strongly urge you, please register. And again, sometimes ready, fire, aim is the best approach. Right now, I would encourage you to go ready. Or yeah, so usually it's ready, aim, fire, right? In this case, I think the winners are going to be people that take action. So go ready, fire, aim, meaning get registered, get the people you care about registered, fire, take action, and then figure it out later, okay? Don't spend all your time trying to study the roots. Take action, get in, get registered, get the people you care about registered. We'll have lots of trainings later on. Guys, this is our launch today, okay? This is the first time on any webinar we mentioned the name of the company, Lorelei. So anyway, guys, I'm fired up. One thing, guys, these power legs have been a specialty of ours, and we've locked arms with Tyson, who's been building our marketing systems. He's built massive organizations with power legs. He has lots of contacts of professional marketers that have built these systems. Let me log out here. So we are loading the top of these legs with some very, very powerful marketers. But guys, the reason why we rolled it out like we did is because we're taking those of you that have been with us, we're showing the loyalty and getting you guys the top spots. Many of you already have them. Some of you might be registered because your leaders have registered you and you don't even know it yet. So register with TPN Rhino. If your leader has already registered you, then you can go ahead and, we'll let you know. But yeah, can't wait to get that 500 for losing weight. Yeah, great job, Cindy. Who else is going to pay you to lose weight? That's a great comment. Okay, guys, before we end this call and invite you to our Q&A session on our other platform, is there any other brief question or comment that anybody would like to share before we finish this recording? Okay, guys, thank you so much for being on this. I apologize. It just felt right just to keep while everyone's together, give this information right now. But I know that we can't possibly answer all the questions, so we're going to be switching the platform in a minute. Sounds like maybe somebody was trying to say something.
Hey, Kim.
Hey, Ron. How you doing, bud?
And I'm fixing to finish up my circle for the day.
Fixing to do what?
Can you hear me? I said I'm fixing to finish my circle up for the day.
Oh, there you go. Okay. There's something you'd like to share with us?
Oh, yes. I've got one thing to say is, woohoo!
Right, Rhino, right.
Yeah, hey, I want to thank you, Lance, and Don, and Tyson, all the leaders, that have been working tirelessly on this. Not for only this, but for the last 4 years, something like that. Anyway,
yeah, let's blood and tears, guys. We never quit. We just keep going forward.
Yeah, and I am really appreciative of the tenacity of the just the being bullheaded and saying, okay, we're not going to quit. And I love that with y'all, and I appreciate y'all, and I just wanted to make sure you knew that.
Great. Thank you so much, Rod. I appreciate it. I want to end with this, guys. We know how to build these Rhino legs, big time. And putting together some of the software and getting some of these systems, it always takes a little bit longer than we want, and it has. This is our means of getting a financial oxygen mask on everybody that we can as fast as we possibly can. So we're going to run with this really, really hard. We want everyone, if you've been with us, we want you car qualified as fast as we possibly can. Many of you will roll that over into the second car program that we've been committed to. And we're going to explode that organization as well, because we help 100 people get car qualified here. I have a hunch that a pretty good percentage of those are going to want to get car qualified in another company so they can double dip. And so we're not abandoning anything. We're actually, this is our accelerant to start a huge fire. This is our accelerant up front for our entire funnel process. We're committed to everything else but behind that. Absolutely, I guarantee you. We will explode our cryptocurrency. We'll explode our Forex trading. We'll explode our business cards. We'll explode our Prosperity Accelerator affiliate program. Right now, guys, this is our lighter fluid, okay? So I'm inviting you, run with this. Let's get a bunch of rhinos running together as fast as we possibly can. Let's get you car qualified once. Let's get you car qualified twice. And then let's decide where we go from there, okay? So thank you guys so much for being on this call. And, oh, yeah, Lance has the Zoom meeting. Thanks, Lance. It's in the, let me bring up the, if you could look into the chat here. Pardon me, I had that up before. We're pretty well done, guys. In fact, let me not make the recording any longer. Let me stop the recording, and then we will. Pardon me. Let's not end with my.
Ken.
Let's not end with my love.
Ken.
Cluttered desktop. Yeah, go ahead, Lance.
Yeah, folks. For those that are on the phone, I just want to read the simple Zoom address that you can go to. So if you got a pen or something to jot this down, it's https://zoom.us/j/828-994-864. Okay, that's the Zoom call. If you go to Zoom, I'm assuming you can put in 828-994-864, and it will connect you to that call. Okay, thanks,
great.
Ken.
Great, thanks, Lance. Guys, let me do this. We're going to stop the recording, and then we'll make sure everybody can get transitioned over to the Q&A on the Zoom. Guys, once again, thank you so much for being on the call here. This is one of those times where hesitation can be very expensive. So it's time to ready, fire, aim. Let's get you registered, get your people registered, and let's run, guys. Let's get you making $500 a month, $1,000 a month, all in one big Rhino leg. Thank you so much for being on the call, and we'll talk to you soon.